Being a natural lifter, you probably wondered how steroids really powerful are. Could you even compete on a high level in lifting-related sports without taking gear? Is it possible in something like martial arts? But the problem is that you don't have any expertise here, and you would think that steroid lifters know the answer, but they keep the dirty secret. They all understate the role of steroids. It's just all about discipline and hard work and dedication. You just don't have what it takes. Hello and shout out to all the natural bros out there. I'm here to open your eyes on the subject because you've been played. Steroid lifters put the inferiority complex in you. And the modern fitness industry is just flooded with gear. In this first video of the series, I'm gonna share with you my personal experience with steroids, and of course, you can describe it as an anecdotal evidence. So the example number one. There is a guy in my gym who does CrossFit, Olympic weightlifting. He's kinda jacked and strong. And back in the days, some years ago, he did a little cycle because he had a shoulder pain that he couldn't fix for a good year. He went to different doctors, did different exercises, all this physiotherapy and stuff, and nothing really helped. Probably you can relate to something like this because you're a natural lifter, you know exactly this kind of problem. So he went to his friends, Olympic weightlifters, and shared his experience like, guys, what should I do? He asked. And they were like, listen, this is all BS that you did before. Just try this. So as you understand, they proposed steroids, and he started his little cycle, which was just 100 milligrams per week for 2 months. And the funny thing about it is that in lifting community, anything that is below 250 milligrams per week is not even considered as a cycle. It's called like TRT and other crap, but the reality, it's the same thing, it's just a matter of dosage. Oh, guys, it's just my doctor that prescribed me with something. I don't even know about this. I thought I were natural. So what did exactly happen with our guy? The first week, he didn't feel anything. The second week, he started to turn into absolutely different specimen. The shoulder pain that had lasted for a year was gone after just 2 weeks. The problem is that many people don't understand how steroids really powerful are, and they don't understand that besides making you stronger and make you recover faster, they also reduce inflammation to almost zero level. Besides this, he broke all his plateaus, and he had gotten stronger by 30%. And on top of all that, he said that this effect of steroids would follow him, and he would feel it even after he gave up taking gear.
The amount of stuff I took for contests, it's still in your system. So when people say, hey, I'm drug-free or whatever, or I'm natty, right, because you haven't taken a shot in like 2 months, that's bullshit, you know?
So here's the reason why all this natural tested federations in powerlifting and bodybuilding is just crap. It's one of the reasons, because even if we assume that all the competitors are clean now, which of course is not the case. But anyway, if we assume, it still means nothing because being drug-free now and being a lifetime natural, that's a very different story. On top of that, he said that his endurance also improved and recovery was just up to wazoo. For instance, after he finished some, hardcore heavy training session, he would feel like he could do it again. The second example. When I was doing martial arts, I remember there was a guy that came to our gym, and we were around 13, 14 years old, so you can imagine how 14 years old teenagers look. Not that really muscular, but that guy was just absolutely different breed. He was super muscular and jacked, and he was a rower. And of course we asked him, is it while rowing? But he said that he simply took steroids. And the funny thing was about that, in his team, coaches literally forced you to take gear, because if you didn't take gear, you would be just expelled. And I'm talking about 14 years old local rowing team, guys. But if you thought that steroids is purely about lifting and strength related sports, you're wrong, because I have a third example for you guys. I was told by a local volleyball players that they took gear. Volleyball players, guys. It's not even something as rugby or American football. We're talking about freaking volleyball. So it seems like steroids are being used in literally every sport. So, okay, what do steroids do to your body? First, they make you bigger by increasing the muscle mass, and when you're on steroids, you retain more water. Second, they make you stronger because higher testosterone level will make your muscles contract harder. This is one of the reasons why men are stronger than women. Third, they improve your recovery and reduce inflammation. And you see what's really interesting that each parameter kinda, boosts other. Like for instance, you have better recovery, thus you can train more or more frequently, and you will be stronger and have more muscle mass. You increase your muscle mass, you improve your strength, and on and on. And who uses it? Of course, all the professional lifters, bodybuilders, crossfitters, Olympic weightlifters, strongman, etc., etc. It's pretty damn obvious, but not just lifters, but all the strength-related non-lifting sports such as martial arts, like wrestling, just mixed martial arts in general, something as American, Canadian football, rugby, etc. Because strength here means a lot, and if you're stronger, you're gonna have advantage. Okay, pretty damn sus already, but on top of that, non-strength related sports. As steroid lifters claim that steroids are not as powerful, and if you do some non-strength related sports, you're gonna ask a question like, I have a high chance of getting caught and just banned for the rest of my life. I can't compete anymore, and I want to have just a slight advantage. Like, what for? Like, is it worth it, really? Okay, it's professional sports. Everything matters here, especially in lifting. Like, there's a difference between 200 kilos in snatch and 202 kilos in snatch. Just 1% of the difference, but it's a difference between silver and gold medal, right? What about recreational lifters then? I can count at least 6 guys in my gym who are enhanced, and they're not professional lifters, and I bet there are lots of juiced guys in your gym too. But if steroids are not really that powerful, why would you use them as a recreational lifter if you have those disadvantages, such as it will ruin your health, you will pay money for it, and you'll also pay money for all the analysis, and you'll pay money for some medical drugs that you take with steroids, something that helps your liver, etc. And of course, it takes some time, and it's just a pain in the neck, right? So many disadvantages, and the most important is they will ruin your health, right? And what for? Only brain dead people would do it if steroids were not as powerful, but they are. Guys, they are really, really powerful, and this is the reason why even recreational lifters take steroids when they're not getting paid. They're not getting paid for exercise. They take steroids, guys. If steroids were not powerful, nobody would do it, rather than professional lifters and maybe some wrestlers and some like American football players, etc. But we have non-strength related athletes take steroids. We have lots of recreational lifters who are enhanced. We got plenty of fitness influencers who just get like top 100 fitness influencers. What will you see? Like, almost everybody's enhanced. Everybody's freaking enhanced, guys. But the thing is that steroids as powerful, and people do it even if they are not professional athletes, despite all those disadvantages. We can safely conclude that steroids are more important than training. You can see like Derek Lunsford training, motivational music is playing on the background, some pep talk, and he's doing some leg extensions like, oh my god, this is so hardcore. Not really. And you can see just a random natural guy in your gym literally torturing himself. And he's not even getting paid for it. So most of the Natties train much harder, and you do have what it takes, you just don't take gear. And I want to promote this natural thing again, because being a lifetime natural, I know how freaking hard it is to make gains. Sometimes it seems like it's almost impossible, guys. And all the steroid lifters, they don't face those problems, and they live in the different realm. They are absolutely disengaged from the targeted audience, guys, because most of the guys in gyms are naturals. So what is the freaking point even? All the naturals should stick together, and if you are a natural lifter, subscribe to the channel. If you're an enhanced one, I don't mind. I don't hate steroid lifters. It's just a matter of whether they understand, the role of steroids, or they try to tell you all these fairy tales. If so, get the hell out of here. And guys, this is it. So the conclusion of this video, being natural sucks.